Hi guys, it's Sophie. It feels like ages since I've sat down here and filmed because whilst I filmed my Manbooker long list video, I've not really filmed at home in a few weeks now, like 3 weeks. I've been filming at my mum's and stuff. So yeah, it's a bit weird. I feel a little bit disconnected. But all I thought I'd do today is I've managed to get hold of some Manbooker books. I thought I would show you those like in the flesh. And I have another couple books that I've been sent, another few things that I bought myself that I thought I could share with you as well. So yeah, a little bit of like a end of March haul, I suppose. Now for the Manbookers, I'm not going to go into loads of detail on each because I did do quite a lot of sort of chat about each one in the other video, but I'll link that one up above for you, so if you want to know more about them then feel free to click there. The first one was very kindly sent by Granta, and that one is Swallowing Mercury by Wioletta Greg, and that one was translated by Eliza Makaniak. And the next one is Fever Dream by Samantha Schweblin, and this one was translated by Megan McDowell. And the next one is Bricks and Mortar by Clemens Meyer, which is translated by Katie Derbyshire. The next one I'm actually currently working my way through, so this will be the first review video, and this one is Mirror Shoulder Signal by Dorthe, and this one was translated by Misha Hawkescra. And then next I have The Unseen by Roy Jacobsen, translated by Don Shaw. And then Fish Have No Feet by John Kalman. This one was translated by Philip Rofton. And then the last of the Manbookers I have for now is A Horse Walks Into a Bar by David Grossman, and this one was translated by Jessica Cohen. So yeah, I have Black Moses is on its way to me, as is Compass, but both of those are going to take a little bit of time to get here, so I thought I'd show you what I have so far. So those are going to be the ones I'm going to be attempting first. I haven't ordered War and Turpentine, the historical fiction one, and I'm trying to think what other one I haven't ordered. But there we go, they're the ones I have so far, they're the ones I've got coming in. And yeah, so exciting. I should be uploading a review around about every 5 days when I finish each one, so look out for those. It'll be, as I say, Mirror Shoulder Signal will be the first one I'm going to chat about. And then I thought I'd just show you the other bits and pieces I've picked up and been sent sort of over the last month. So I was really kindly sent a few by Jean from Macmillan. The first one is Christodora by Tim Murphy. Now I've been dying to read this since I heard about it. It happens to have come in just at the Manbooker time, so it's going to have to take a back seat just until I finish Manbookering. But I am dying to read this book. It's a story about like the AIDS epidemic. It's in New York. I know there are lots of books about New York, but I like that as a setting, and I wanted to read more about this topic because I'd sort of been reading into like stuff around like Andy Warhol and that like, art side of things, and it came from the book The Lonely City, and this kind of all collected at the same time made this a book that I'm actually dying to read. So yeah, it's gonna have to wait till after the Manbookers. It's probably gonna be a couple of months, but yeah, I really want to read this one. I'm hoping it's gonna be like maybe even like a week off summary kind of read, but yeah, very excited. And the next one that they sent me was What Is Not Yours Is Not Yours by Helen Oyeyemi. Now I've only read one Oyeyemi. I read White is for Witching, and I read it on a Kindle, and I don't ever like books when I read them on the Kindle, but I quite liked White is for Witching, which probably means I would have liked it a lot if I'd read it in a book. So I asked for the short story collection to try and give her another go and have like a fairer go with a physical book, because I know a lot of people really love her writing, so we'll see how I get on with that one. And then the next one I have is one that I was sent by Icon Books, and I Instagrammed this one when I got it, but it was for International Women's Day, and that one is Testosterone Rex by Cordelia Fine, and this one's speaking about like the effects of testosterone and other sex hormones on the brain and what makes males and females and what difference does it make. Sounded cool. I quite like the idea of looking at gender studies through like a biological lens, because that kind of thing interests me, like how different are male and female bodies actually. Yeah, so again, this is one that's going to have to take a hold, but it does sound really cool, so we'll see how I get on with it. And the next one I am so excited for. I was actually sent it unsolicited by Granta, and I'm so glad they sent it to me. I think it sounds fucking fantastic. And it's called Strange Heart Beating. It's by Ellie Goldstone. I'm going to read you the back because it's going to do it better than I can. She died in the boating lake of a local park. when one of the swans became alarmed at her proximity and attacked the boat, capsizing it and drowning leader. It was a Wednesday afternoon and the weather was fine. The sky was blue and the water was blue, and cutting through it, like a shaft of divine light, was the neck of that beast, the swan. Now, I don't want to know anything more about the story than that. That sounds brilliant. I love the idea of a swan bringing up this terrifying creature. Swans are scary, swans will break your leg, but like, I think it's gorgeous. I think the cover design is stunning. The whole book's just beautifully put together. I'm dying to read this one, and what a shame again that I'm in the middle of my Manbookers. I love the Manbookers, but there's loads of other stuff that I'm really excited for at the minute, and this is definitely one of them. And that one's out on the 4th of May 2017, so that one's not out yet, so hold on a little bit for that one, but yeah, it just sounds like it's going to be incredible, so really excited to read that one. And then the next two are the two books that I picked up when I was in Stockholm, and there will be two videos coming up, one tomorrow, one the day after, chatting over like what I thought and doing some vlogging, so look forward to those, but I thought I'd show them here as well. So the two I have are Landing by Laia Fabregas. Now, this is a bit of a weird one, but it sounded cool. Basically, this woman and man are sitting next to one another on a plane, and on the landing of this plane, the man dies. So he dies like when they get to the ground. And the woman who's been sitting next to him this whole time takes something from this dead man. I don't really know what it is, but she takes something from him and she starts like unwinding his life from this thing she's taken from this dead man. It's all told in like two perspectives, a male and female voice, but I don't know more than that. It's translated from the Spanish by Samanta. But yeah, it just sounded really cool, and a really gorgeous cover again. It is translated from the Spanish by Samanta. But yeah, I just thought it looked really cool, and it's got an absolutely stunning cover again, so yeah, there's that one. And then the last one I have is a collection of Iraqi short stories called The Iraqi Christ by Hassan Blasim. Now, Stockholm had a really brilliant selection of like Middle Eastern and like Middle Eastern fiction, and also like just slightly strange, like out there stuff. So like I found the first collection of like Sudanese short stories I'd ever found. I really nearly bought those, but these just sound really cool. Sort of odd, strange, kind of like some of them sound like they're kind of ghost stories, some of them sound like they're just kind of showing like a magical element around like a horror, essentially, so the horrors of sort of war and conflict and loss, and it just sounded really interesting. It's a really tiny little book, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to read that one. The cover again is really pretty, but kind of like brutal in its way, like I don't know, I just thought it sounded like a really interesting one. So yeah, I have a lot of things that I need to get on and read. I'm really looking forward to working my way through the Manbooker, and hopefully you guys are excited for me to talk a little about those books as well. Yeah, I as I say, I feel like I haven't spoken to you for ages, but you're about to see an awful lot of me, so you're probably going to be like, Sophie, go away, we've seen so much. But yeah, I hope you're well, I hope you're all happy, I hope you're enjoying the start of the summer and sun, not quite summer, spring, that's the season that's between the spring if you're in the UK, and just having some light around and stuff, I always think does wonders for my mood and just for the feeling like all around you as well. So I hope you're well, and I'll see you tomorrow in my Stockholm vlogs. Alright, bye bye.